Hello students, let us start our history second lesson, India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. In this lesson, we are going to learn various ruling powers in India before the times of Shivaji Maharaj. Among them, Pal in the 8th century was a famous dynasty in Bengal. Among the Rajputs, Gurjar Pratihar dynasty spreads in central India. Gehedwal and Parmar dynasty spreads in North India. Prithviraj Chauhan belongs to Chauhan dynasty in North India. He defeated Muhammad Ghori in the first war of Tarai, but was defeated in second war of Tarai. Now Rajaraj I and Rajendra I belongs to Chola dynasty in Tamil Nadu. He conquered Maldives Islands and Sri Lanka. Vishnuvardhan belongs to Hoysal dynasty in Karnataka. He conquered whole of Karnataka. Now Govind III and Krishna III belongs to Rashtrakoot dynasty in Maharashtra. Govind III spreads his power from Kannauj to Rameshwar, and Krishna III conquered his region up to Allahabad. Three dynasties of Shilahars emerged in western Maharashtra. One dynasty ruled over Thane and Raigad, second in South Konkan, and third ruled over Kolhapur, Sangli, Satara and Belgaum. The last prosperous power was Yadavs in Maharashtra. The ruler Villam V expanded his empire beyond Krishna river. The Yadavs period is considered to be the golden period of Marathi language and literature. Mahanubhav Pantha and Warkari movement emerged in this period. Now let us see inventions from the northwest. The invaders from the northwest conquered the local dynasties. The Arab general Muhammad bin Qasim conquered the Sindh province in 8th century, overcoming the resistance of King Dahir. The Turks started invading India in the 11th century CE. Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni invaded India many times. He plundered the temples of Mathura, Vrindavan, Kannauj and Somnath. Let us see the Delhi Sultanate. Sultan Muhammad Ghori invaded India from 1175 CE to 1178 CE. He appointed Qutbuddin Aibak to govern the conquered territory in India. After the death of Ghori in 1206 CE, Aibak began to rule independently. The Delhi Sultanate ruled India up to 1526 CE. Ibrahim Lodi was the first ruler. He was defeated by Babur in the first battle of Panipat. Let us see the kingdom of Vijayanagar. Taking advantage of revolts against the Tughlaq Empire, Harihar and Bukka founded the kingdom of Vijayanagar in 1336 CE in the south. Hampi was the capital of the kingdom. Harihar was succeeded by Bukka. He spread his kingdom up to Rameshwar. Krishnadeva ascended the throne in 1509 CE. He conquered Vijayawada and Rajmahendri. He defeated the combined armies of sultans under Bahmani Sultan Mahmud Shah. Krishnadevaraya's kingdom extended from Cuttack in the east up to Goa in the west. Krishnadevaraya was a scholar. He wrote Amuktamallada, a treatise on polity in Telugu language. The Hazar Ram temple and Vitthal temple were built during his reign. Ram Raya was the last ruler of Vijayanagar. He was defeated in 1565 CE in the battle of Talikot by the Bahmani rulers. Let us see the Bahmani kingdom. Hasan Gangu, a Sardar in defense of the Muhammad Tughlaq, founded the Bahmani kingdom in 1347 CE. Gulbarga in Karnataka was the capital of Bahmani kingdom. Mahmud Gawan was the chief wazir and he strengthened the Bahmani kingdom. He introduced many reforms, brought discipline in the army and opened madrasas. After the death of Gawan, due to conflicts among Sardars, the Bahmani kingdom disintegrated and 5 small kingdoms emerged. They were Imad Shani of Farhad, Barid Shahi of Bidar, Adil Shahi of Bijapur, Nizam Shahi of Ahmednagar and Qutub Shahi of Golconda. So student, in the next session, we will see the remaining part of the lesson.